What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing a 6-player progressive game with a bunch of Grandmasters from the
guys,
Discord.
Let's see if this
and
game
I gotta
is
silence Phil's Twitch stream because we're playing with Phil and Gabe and a couple other guys. So the game is Pangea 60 seconds progressive, but capitals. So where am I? I'll do my best to share with you. I've played a little bit of caps now, so I'll do my best to share with you what I think makes sense as far as where to put our caps. Okay, so in the first position we have little Asai, and I did turn on alliances for a little extra fun. Little Asai puts his cap here, so he's looking to guard Asia. Where does Phil want to go? I betcha Phil puts it there. Yeah, and Gabe will go right next to him. So Phil will have his continent, Gabe will have his. I think I lose in this equation. Where can I guard? Can I guard South America? Yeah, I'll happily make alliances with everybody. Okay, where's the white? Okay, so contrary to what I expected, Gabe put his cap in Asia too. Okay, the white player put their cap in North America. I'm last to act. So there's 2 caps in North. I mean, it makes the most sense for me to put my cap here. I'd really like it to have been in this position. I think if I was Gabe, I would have done that. So, this position gives me a lot of access to Southam, but this position gives me a lot of access to Africa. I think I have to put it there. And I think that's the compromise. It's not exactly the best thing, it's not exactly what I wanted, but this will allow me to control this region of the board, and as long as I'm not enemies with Phil, we will do alright. So I'm just going to finish and start making alliances with everybody, because I want that little extra avenue of communication that the alliance offers. And I also want... This is going to be a bit of a longer game, right? It's not going to be your normal progressive style because the caps change everything. So it's going to take a lot longer. What caps are, is there a territory that you can defend with 3 dice. So you usually need more than double the amount of troops to take a cap. The way you win in caps is by controlling all the caps. They also reinforce an extra 2 troops a turn. If anyone loses their caps, they're in big trouble. So for the longest time, what I'm going to be doing in my game is getting a take, putting all my troops defensively onto my cap, and passing. Getting bigger in matches and putting all my troops onto my cap, and we'll each have our bubble, right? Phil looks like he's going to accrue a lot of value by controlling the jackpot corner. There's little I can do to stop him. I don't know why Gabe went there. If I was Gabe, I would have gone either in Australia or Brazil. He got really good Nexus pieces, and I'm not entirely sure why he didn't take them. But we shall see which way it goes. Gabe, no. Gabe, no, don't go AFK. No. Oh, he went offline. That's a bummer. Okay, so we have a bot. So bots don't guard their caps properly, so somebody needs to gun for that. Because, yeah, see what happens? That cap is now undefended. If you get lucky, you put that 6 in, you can take Gabe's cap, and then you can be in an early lead. Spewchunky, if you see it, if you know what to do. He's thinking about it. He's going for it. 7-on-2. Cap doesn't defend until it has 3 troops, right? You can't defend with 3 dice if you don't have them. So Spewchunky benefits from that disconnect, and that screws up the whole thing. So he's going to pull to an early lead, and I'm just going to suggest to everyone that we have to attack this guy, because otherwise he's easily going to win this game. So far be it from me to break my... Now, of course, Gabe reconnects, but it's probably too late because he's lost his cap in the interim. And what a bummer that is. We're doing Pangea because I love Pangea. I know Pangea, and I want to share with you my current thinking towards caps in that context, where I might have a little bit of value to offer. Don't want to lose my Asian position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 troops in there. And that will enable me to cut through black and hide out in this piece, which is really nice and out of the way. And then on my other attack, I'm going to cut through here and consolidate into that position. I can't do both at once. So it actually makes more sense to just put the rest of the troops on my cap. If I had an extra reinforcement, I would have thought about doing that. But what I'm really doing with this move is I'm maintaining a position in Asia that's just slightly large enough so that it doesn't die and I can keep adding to it while I have my main position here that I strike from. And I'm still doing the 2 position play that I like to do in progressive. The white player is going to take that early lead and snowball. Now Gabe has lost his cap, so Gabe's easily the first to go, and he's going to lose this game. Almost certainly. There's nothing he can do. Like, he can try and maybe slow roll to get his cap back. That might be the only hope. Maybe hope to get lucky. Right? Slow rolling is true random, so it's possible you just don't lose. Yep, and Philly taking over this corner. So Phil and the white player, Spewchunky, are both going to be in the lead in this game. And that's fine by me. I can hang out. Yeah, Gabe's disconnected again. Yeah, that's too bad. Yep, Spew putting in 7 for holding 2 caps. And he's holding them strong. That's going to win this game very easily. Just that bought out when it happened. Away she goes. Okay. You have to attack my territory. Well, I do understand that sort of thing happens in the game of Risk. Yeah, I think I can still cut through here while there's still time. And I'm fine with red and white being natural enemies. What I actually want to do now is I want to make a move to take over South America. And I'm not going to rush. But I'm going to take one more. I'm just going to take one more. Make it clear what my intentions are now to my opponents, that I am going to go for a continent, because we have alliances on, we have Grandmasters in this game, so everyone, I feel like, knows how to play ball and be good neighbors. Maybe not the black player. I'm not quite sure the black player is a Grandmaster. But it's all good. All good to see how this cookie crumbles. I'm holding 13 territories, so I will start to reinforce extra troops for controlling that much of the board. But my real aim now is to actually take a continent. The one that I'm not particularly guarding very well. But if I'm friendly with the red player, then it should be possible at least. Still don't understand why Phil hasn't taken the Australian position. Seems like staring him in the face as the move that I would do if I was in his seat. I certainly wouldn't let a bot start building up a continent around my border. But maybe he can tell us what he was thinking when I upload this video. Yeah, because this happens, right? We just have this fucking bot building up right next to you, and I would hate that. The saving grace for Phil is that he was given this really large Antarctic territory, so he was able to put a cap on it. Not in love with where my cap is, but it's not the end of the world. I do get to control a bit of Africa and a bit of South America from it. Your cap placement matters a ton. So I'm going to add one troop here. So I have a 6 stack next turn. I'm going to cut through the main thoroughfare of South America, which is Brazil. Once I control Brazil, which is where I'd really want to have my cap. Brazil or these two territories are very key. Not sure what old Tastiest Bagel is thinking. Don't know if I've ever played you before. Okay. Sure. Fine with my plan, as stated, and I really wish I was allowed to hold one more territory, but oh well, away she goes. I'm going to take 2 more, leave it there, and retreat this 2 to my cap. I don't want my cap to be too vulnerable. It's about the same as everyone else's. So now the capital mode is on. At the beginning of the 3rd turn, you can win the game by controlling all the capitals. Only player who controls more than one is white. I do have a match on 3. Okay, black is attacking aggressively. And I'll be down to my 2 positions very soon. Well, I pretty much am already. The exclave army and my main position. Phil putting in 7. It's 2 extra from me, maybe 1 extra because I am holding 13 territories now. So I hope to reinforce with 4 plus 2 for the cap. Phil has an exclave and it pushes this way, I would expect. That seems correct. Still surprised he hasn't conquered Australia though. Makes no sense to my eye why you'd let a bot hold a continent on your border. Seems super risky, Phil. Hey, is that his name? Alright, so the bot that was formerly Gabe has expanded over the entire northern sea. The white player maintains his lead at 41 troops, putting in 7 for the 2 caps. I should probably get rid of this piece sooner rather than later. What I'm going to do on my turn, yeah, exactly, he strengthens it. I'm going to put 1 troop there, bring it up to 7, put the rest on my 4, and attack to finish South America. I'm not going to guard it at all. I'm going to see which of my allies betrays me. If no one does, all the better, because then I get to hold a 5, I think? Yeah, South America worth 5. Okay, red will move towards congregating into themselves, perhaps. This is a big barrier for him to control a continent. Okay, so I'll finish South America now, and let's see if anyone betrays me. Depending on if I have 7 on 3, I do, so I finish. And let's see if anyone has the audacity to break their deal with me. Let's see who does it. And if no one does it, then I'm doing alright again. As I've now reiterated, I much would have preferred just being here, given my positioning. But this is pretty close. Okay, the black player doesn't get a card. He doesn't want that 4-point match. I don't think it matters as much in caps. This game's going to go on for a long time. Phil's fine with the 4, so he gets a take now. So next turn, when the matching sequence starts, Phil will be the first to match. Gabe's, except for Gabe's bot, which puts in now, and it puts in right on Phil's border. Good thing he is a cap. Or else he would lose his continent. Okay. Don't expect anyone to break my continent. I expect to be allowed to hold it. Let's see if let's see if red does it. Because that was also part of my theory behind moving away from red. Let them not feel threatened. Fine by me. Puts back on his cap. Okay. Well, now I'm being allowed to hold real value. I'm not going to press my luck with that. I'm just getting easy take on Phil. And pass the turn. For the life of me, I can't guess why Phil hasn't taken Australia. I guess he's playing very conservatively, but it's really not safe to try and hold a continent and guard it when the bot is right next to you, because the bot will do crazy shit. Match in, you know, all sorts of stuff. Fortifies on his cap. No, he leaves an army next to it. That move I cannot guess why. Okay, Phil matches and gets the 6. I'm guessing it goes here and he finally conquers this continent. Part of me wants to pressure Phil and hook around this crescent, but again, there's no rush. I really don't want to appear aggressive, and I'm already being allowed to hold far too much of this board. The white player matches in, gets the 8. White is playing very conservatively. When it starts to look like Gabe's bot is dwindling, I have paths to take it out, so we'll hope that all works in my favor. Red player was allowed to hold 12 territories, so gets an extra troop for that reinforcement. But I am also over that threshold, and I'm holding a continent. So unless somebody does something about me, I will pull ahead. Maybe now's Red's chance? You can't really trust any of these alliances as far as you could throw them. But Red is still honoring the agreement. I have no reason to upset that apple cart. I am also fine to just slowly build up this position and not do anything with it. And I don't have to do anything else. I can get an easy take this way and then appear unthreatening to Phil, which is what I'm going to do. I'm very fine with this border that we've now established. And I also would suggest that Phil goes, I'm going to directly tell him, hey Phil, why aren't you attacking this guy? Like, look what he's doing to your border, man. You got to deal with that eventually or else it's going to eat you. Okay, I have a match again. At some point the time will be right to take out Gabe's bot. I'm also sitting with a fairly large army on my cap, so the time when the matches start to get large enough for caps to be taken is coming soon. Okay, I still don't think Phil wants to move into that position, so he's going to let the bot get stronger and stronger right on his front. I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that. I would at least have gone in around and broken the bonus or something. Okay. But maybe Phil knows something I don't. I'm very curious to know his thinking. But I can't listen to him because I'm recording my own video about it. I'm going to leave my cap open to... I'm not going to take this final red territory. I'm going to start picking off these ones. Because I don't want to lock my main army inside of myself. I actually don't think I need to put any more troops on my cap. I'm also ahead in terms of troops, even though the white player is holding 2 caps. Red gets their easy take in Africa. I have a match, but I have no reason to spend it. And I'm just going to expand out of here. And go that way. Still lots of space in Africa for my opponents to take, but that's going to dwindle at some point. Unless somebody breaks my South Am, which I figure is probably there's probably conversation occurring behind the scenes between Phil and the red player that I'm not privy to, and black finishes Europe. Or close to it. Leaving Phil's itinerant army in Africa, maybe Asia, but with everyone playing very conservatively so far. Now the black player has a resource generation that I think outpaces mine by a single troop, yeah. But I'm also holding more territories, so... Nobody is yet willing to be the bad guy. I know I have a match. Gabe Spot's holding 3 cards and matches and gets a 20. Phil's now holding 5, so he's guaranteed to match again next turn. I think I'll set myself up right after that and hopefully be able to hold the Joker. Surprisingly, the bot didn't break Gabe's continent there. Or rather, Gabe's bot didn't break black's continent there. Let's see how it goes with white. White has 230 stacks on their 2 capitals, but pretty much no other position. Red player named Tastiest Bagel is starting to make me hungry. Stopped eating carbs last week, and it's a little rough. But you know, I don't really eat a lot of bagels anyways, so haven't for a long time. Alright, red puts it on. His cap has 31. I think I can stop adding to this position now. I'll leave a 5 stack on those 2 territories, just so I don't lose them. But if anyone wants to come at me in South Am, they can. I'm building a wall now that I'm going to expand out of and take these territories in Africa, which is inoffensive, not in anyone's way. Nobody has a claim to it, and this will be my my card generation for hopefully a number of turns in the future. The pace of a caps game is much slower. Okay, so black is pushing into Gabe's bot. Not finishing yet. Bot only has 1 card, so it's not really worth it. I'm going to slightly to 92. But now we have the second round of matching, so Phil's going to get to 25. I think. Yeah, Phil gets to 25. And I am going to be able to hold my Joker, so maybe I can pull a double turn-over-turn match play and go for a kill, and it'll probably be blue. Unless Phil beats me to the punch. Oh, interesting. He leaves his army there. Sure. I mean, nothing I can do to stop it. We can see that the board is kind of... The available territories to get your takes is starting to shrink. I think the red player is in the worst position at the moment, other than the bot. I actually don't love Phil's positioning either, because he didn't aggressively finish his corner at the beginning of the game. So now there's a giant bot next to him, which sucks. Does White do anything aggressive? No, White has 250 stacks on both of his caps. And the red player gets the 35? Which means I get the 40. Oh, baby. Basically, I'm waiting for somebody to break me. Because when it happens, then I get to decide where I'm going and what I'm going to do about it. But until that happens, I'm really not incentivized to make any real moves. How much does the black player have? No, but he's matching on 5. Alright, so I need to be aligned to kill the bot, as I thought. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Set myself up to kill the bot. Like this. I'm just going to leave 5 stacks. Just to reduce the amount of available space for my opponents to easily take. So this is how I'm going to kill the bot. I'm going to hook through there. On my next turn, get that from this position. So I hope Phil's army isn't there, but we'll see where he goes. And of course, there's always the option of the betrayal. And if that happens, then I can reciprocate into whoever does betray me. Cool game. I like how this game is developing. This is becoming a lot more interesting. Nice, slower change of pace. Unfortunately, for me to kill light blue, I do have to punch through black. There's no way around that. I have to go through there. That would be the cheapest way, so I had to add to this position. So, what am I looking at? I'm looking at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 plus 8. Yeah, so I need to add at least 10 there. Maybe closer to 15. It'll probably be net neutral, but we're going to be removing one of the players from the mix. So I might as well do it. Oh, and I have to punch through another 10 stack. Right. So it's more than that. It's more than that. Still think it's the right move, just to go for the cards at this point. Not going to be game winning or anything, but it will be reducing the amount of variance in this board. Of course, then I'll be next to Phil, and Phil will have to take back. So maybe it doesn't make any sense for me to do it. So I can kill the light blue player, but I'm not gonna. Makes more sense for me to let the light blue player match in again. Oh no. Oh no, we're getting another bot? Oh no, we got another bot out. Okay, so white, who is in the lead, matches in, holding 2 continents. Let's see if they attack out and I can sneak a cap. Okay, so it'll be next turn. Well, let's see if he can reconnect in time, because he didn't lose his caps. Okay, but if he decides So now I hold my match. Now I hold my match, because if this guy doesn't get back in, then it's looking good for me. So do a little wait and see, as I very slowly expand over Africa, but leaving my cap open to escape. Black player matches in. Does he kill Gabe's bot? I think White's back. Was allowed to was enabled to save his caps. He just lost his trade in. Not sure what Black's plan is. But it looks like he's removing White's exclave. Alright, Phil holding 4 cards. What is he going to do? Is Phil going to match in on 4 and do something exciting? Okay, GabeSpot puts in his match, and it's right next to Phil, as I expected. That's bad news. Now, see, now I'm almost glad I didn't take him out, because it's a problem for someone else. Okay, the white player. The white player's still a bot. I can steal some caps. Okay. How do I steal these? How do I steal that cap over there? I put all my troop in. I put my bonus in there, and I take it right now. Yes, and then I let that happen over there, unless red can snake it. All right. I get this cap for free. 20 troops, still a lot, but my bonus is bigger. 65, yeah. I'll just snake that cap right, and I get to hold my joker. Woo! Feels good, man. I'm gonna snake that cap for sure. All right, red putting in 65. He's going to beat me to the punch. Put it in. He's going to hook over. He's going to get that cap. Bummer. Is there anything I can do to stop that? No. Way to go. He's not doing it? I don't want to give him the idea by saying it well played. If it's not a well played, he's doing it. Bagel, what's your plan? Oh, Bagel! I'm going to give him an oops for that one. Because I'm stealing this cap. Alright, I got it. Not the strongest cap in the world, but it'll hold for now. It'll hold for now. Alright, now I got 2 caps. Can't lose either of them. But this position is much better than that one, right? Because it's still just as far out of the way, but it's also capital. Black doesn't know what to do. We now have 2 bots alive in this game. Neither of them hold their caps. Oh, sorry. The white player does still hold their original cap. But I don't expect for long, and it's going to be a big problem for red, too. When this bot decides to go punchy. Both of the bots are threatening other people. Okay, Phil Manson gets a 75. If I was Phil at this point in the game, I would start to seriously consider doing a path to kill that blue AI. That might leave him too thin. Philly, no. How could you? The betrayal. The betrayal. How could you? He says, well, Pete, I'm not just going to sit here and let you build up your troops. Fine with that. So what's the answer? Do I push here? I feel like I have to retake. Do I retake and break? I mean, I don't need to cost this guy 2 troops. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay. Can red steal that cap? And finish a continent? Because that's going to be a problem. Yeah, the bot breaks black's continent. Red doesn't seem to be playing very aggressively, but I think I would still roll on that cap and get 2 because the dual purpose of having an extra continent. Okay. And if he does, that leaves white vulnerable. Might not be vulnerable enough, though. Can't believe these bots are still alive. Very interesting game. Okay, how much is... Wow, that is small. Wow, he lost so many of his troops. Oh, that's horrible. 4 remain. Okay, red is down to 81. He does hold his continent. I want that cap, though. He's not guarding it. He's not guarding his cap. He's not guarding his cap. Are you fucking serious? Okay, cool. I will steal your cap. Now, how much do I need to put there to not have Phil come in and steal mine? Hey, Reg, you wanna be on YouTube? Oh yeah. I'm gonna win this game because I have the power of Reginald. How you doing, buddy? What do you think the correct strategy in a 6-player progressive caps game? What do you think? Do you have any feline strategic advice to offer? So I know I have a joker. I'm holding 3 of the capitals. Let's see if anyone's going to stop me, and if it's going to be someone, it's probably going to be Phil. Which sucks. What's the match point? 80? Well, at least I can punch back, but I'm expecting to feel some heat from Big Philly right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. Are you a good boy or what? I love you. I love you. Nothing. All right. I'm good. I'm holding 3 caps now. Red player might punch me, but he can't hurt me. Because I've already lost the continent, right? I don't care. Much rather hold the cap than hold the continent. Alright. Phil in the lead with 195. I'm nipping at his heels at 178. The black player at 180. Pretty even, and the red player is in a distant third for having taken a cap but not guarded. Punch me all you want, sir. Oh, is he going to retake? No, he's going to punch me this way. And pulls back to his cap. Yep, there's nothing he can do. Okay. Okay. I think I put all my troops in there. I get a... No, I don't want to open my cap. I'm going to take in Africa, and I pull to defend, because I don't care about this position. I care about the 3 of 6. Two bots still alive. White looks like they could be the fish. White's holding 3. I have a match. The match is worth their troop number. I eat white on their next turn unless they match on 3. But I'm going to have to dip off my cap to do that. So how do I negotiate that plan? I gotta do some quick splits. That's how. Okay. Getting ready. Hope. No, I'll match in turn. Never mind, because he'll be holding 4. Unless he matches on 3, I get white right now. Bam. Got him. Okay. Still have to split out of there. So I'll put half my stack and just go pop, pop. Still, it's going to be... I got to do this fast. I got to do big splits fast in order to not fuck this up. You think I got it? What do you think? I think I got it. Actually, I don't have to do big splits. I hook around this way. I can do it in a single run. Okay, I have 67 troops. Let's make sure all 3 of my caps are over 100. And I still get to keep that joker. I'll let you out in just a sec, buddy. All 3 of my caps are now over 100. It's going to be hard to get me this game. Okay, sorry. One of my caps is under. Looking good for the old Peatman. Going out? Go ahead. Okay. Black player matches in. Gets nearly 100 troops. What's the match point? Match point is 100 now. Okay. Where are those armies going? Because if they're going in my cap, I'm not going to like it. I think they are. Rats. The black player annihilates much of his army with that move. Much of my own. Phil's going to pull ahead now, matching in be around 300 troops. Maybe he gets the bright idea to attack me too, and then I'm in trouble. But now would be the key time. He's not. Just gets an easy take. Nothing. Well, do I want a shit and black salad? Really want to kill that light blue bot, but they're still not worth it. Do have a match, though. Could take my cap back. I'm not going to do either of those moves. I'm going to leave red's cap blocked. I'm going to take board position knowing that I have a match. I'm also removing black from this side of the board. You're surprised at what I did. Interesting. Holding 33 territories, that's a lot of troops to get. I'm not expecting to ever have any of my opponents allow me to hold a continent again, so I'm not going to try. Phil, however, is in the lead, so that is a thing. If the blue exclave here gets removed, maybe Phil gets the bright idea to take out the rest for the cards. I mean, if the light blue player doesn't match on their turn, they'll be holding 5, in which case it makes sense for me to do it. But I blocked myself from the path, didn't I? It would be close. Black gets an easy take and passes. Phil is in the driver's seat of this game just by being extremely passive, which you kind of have to do in caps. But if you all know me, I like a little more fight. Usually, Phil opens the path. Yes. Okay. Now I can kill blue, unless he matches, which he probably will. Yes. All right. That doesn't happen. What does? Okay, red magic, it's 110. Where do those troops go? To the easy cap? Now I kill black. 3 cards. It is going to be close. I either completely lose this cap. Now let's see what Phil does. I'm going to defend it a little bit. I'm going to defend it just a little bit, and I bet you Phil gets it. I bet you Phil comes like this and gets it. Maybe not. Red can't do it. Red's locked. So Phil could. But I'm holding the big match back up, right? 120 now. See him thinking. I'm going to watch Phil's stream. I'm going to love to hear his perspective on this situation. I'm actually going to tell him that right now. Okay, Phil holding 5 cards, waiting for me to overextend. Red player can't really do jack shit. I get that next cap too if I want. Just eats into my bonus a tiny little bit. I mean, I think I'm in the lead, so I should play conservatively. Just put all 3 of my caps as big as I can, almost 100 troops. It's fine. Play it safe. Me and Phil about the same, but he's about to match in another 100 troops. Can't really hurt me, because all of my forces are consolidated in these 3 super strong positions. And I also hold most of the board for some reason. At some point it makes sense to take out light blue as well. Is he going for it now? I think he is. Okay, Phil's killing light blue. No! He's taking a cap. Cool. Okay. And he's going to strengthen it. Phil's going to have 2 really strong caps. I have 3. And the red player is down to 1, locked inside of himself. Me versus Phil. And a third guy won't last much longer. Okay, I need to kill Gabe's bot. I can't, though. It's amazing how long Gabe's bot has survived. It's super strong, because all of this force is right next to there, right? Alright, what does red do? Because now I just crush red inside of himself, right? If you leave your big army locked inside of... if I never open him, he can't maneuver. He can hit out of here, but that's it. Wait till the next match or something. I'm very happy with how this game has progressed. I don't think I have it or anything, but holding 4 cards, maybe Gabe's bot doesn't match in holding 5, and then he becomes, oh, but I don't have a match on 4. Look at that. Never mind. So Phil has 2 caps that are double my strength, and I have 3. 100 each, his are 200 each. Who do you think is going to win this game? Maybe my troop generating capacity is a bit higher than his? Phil breaks my Europe. Yeah, I think we're far past the friendly stage. I'm gonna do a little of this now, just for jokes. And break my alliance. Phil's crying. I love alliances. They're so much fun. Oh my god. Okay, how is this going to end? I think this might end with me pissing off red to the point where they suicide in me, but could happen. Okay, GameSpot holding 5 if I had a match on 4, but I don't. So, is there any way for me to kill them? The answer is no. Alright, so I am going to just take some material and hold much of the board. Slowly line myself up to take red. Holding 5 cards. Gabe's bot's going to match in now. Get the 130, which means I get the 135. Pretty soon it'll be time for red to go. Maybe they have a match on 4. Maybe that match gets pumped into me. I hope not. Good night. I'm on YouTube, babe. All right, so the bot gets the 130. Oh my god. This is a great game. I'm happy with this. It's a bit tedious, but these are the settings that I chose, so. 403 for Gabe's bot. Can you believe it? Unless the red player does something really bold right now. They're matching. Where does that 135 go? Because it can't really take a cap. You can't take a 100 strong cap with 135. Really, I think the real question on everyone's mind is how tasty is that bagel? Because we've all had a pretty tasty bagel in our lives. The tastiest? I don't know. I feel like I just retake everything I've lost. I'll add 50 troops here. 50 troops here. Because I also feel like I'm working faster than these guys. So the speed is still my advantage, right? So I can capture a lot of material in a short amount of time. And you know what? I can break Phil's conduit too. Because he's not going to do a goddamn thing about it. And now we're talking. However, I have locked one of my caps in itself, which isn't great. But if I control all of this territory, I will outpace the and Phil gets the 145. I have a match. Okay. Okay. Is this my chance maybe to do something to break the stalemate? And Phil is just undoing all of my hard work. So that's what this game is going to be a lot of now. It's going to be a lot of punching and punching back. And he leaves 100 stack inside of me. Sounds good. What's the match point? So I have a joker. I can maybe get red if red makes a mistake. It sucks to be counting on your opponent to make a mistake. It's not really something I like to see. I'm going to capture a lot of the bot's territory for a change. Not piss either of these guys off. And see if that engenders any goodwill at all. So my angle on this game is to just be holding more territory than them. But Phil might add to his army. I also had half a mind to trade in and just exchange, get the attacker's advantage. A big stack for his big stack, but then that would, then we would both lose our lead on the red, and I don't want that to happen. Gabe spot holding 5 cards is now my chance. Okay, what are 5 cards actually worth? Match point is 150. Yeah, it's worth it. Now the question is, can I do it? No, because I don't have the ability. Okay, red's putting in. Red's putting in. It's just too much here is the problem. It's just too much here. I think maybe the smart move is to take out blue from this position, and then Phil's fighting with him in Phil's corner. Oh, red has so many troops. Okay. Red looking really threatening. Jeez, do I ever wish I could finish that light blue bot. So I'm going to play this move. I'm not going to add anything to either of those caps, but I'm going to have a really strong cap. And I'm going to remove a large piece, but the minority position of Gabe's bot. So I have one really strong cap now into, I've won almost 302 around 150. Phil has 2 caps, but they're more evenly matched. I have a little bit over 50 troops compared to him. The red player is nipping at our heels, though, at 476. Phil knows better than to break red's comment, too. Great game. I like this. I'm having a good time. I'm glad I found some takers too, because I had a suspicion it would be a long game. But oh boy, is it ever going. Okay, Phil's holding 5 cards. He'll be in the lead in terms of troops after my turn, and we are both appearing to allow the red player to catch up to us. Doing a lot of work, but it's not really meaningful work. I just want to be holding some of this board. Give myself a lot of striking positions. As you can see, Phil's now allowed Gabe's bot to have essentially 200 stacks right next to him. Putting his match in 35 on that cap, 250 strength. Adding that to be about 250 strength as well. Are we maintaining the symmetry? Yeah. Okay. Rest in the middle. Where does this middle go? This is a very interesting game. Okay, Phil is eating my central position. He also breaks red's continent, which I think was a risky proposition. And he holds there. Okay. Fuck, 170. The matching sequence is getting up and up and up. Parlox is chirping me for being up at 2 in the morning playing video games. But he's one to talk. This is now open. I'm going to keep that in mind. This path is now open that way. On my turn, I'm going to eat this middle position. Happy with that. Phil has a large 200 stack that is not guarded by a cap. I see that as being highly risky behavior. Okay. And he retakes everything I'm retaking? Yeah, that's how this game's going to go, eh? Don't have a match on 4. Isn't going to matter. All my material is inside of my capitals. And Tastiest Bagel at 400. So, Gabe's bot is in second with 701 troops. Phil has 712. I'm at 599. And Tastiest Bagel 486. Get a hunch that Phil's a real patient guy, just like me. This game might go on for quite some time. Now, an hour and 6 minutes in, I hope you are all enjoying this type of content, because I like to mix it up. I like to show everyone the awesome power of the caps, really, right? They are an interesting feature, but they will extend the time it takes to finish a game, for sure. Okay, Phil holding 4 cards. Nobody's fighting this bot. I would like to annihilate this 200 stack, but that would advantage the red player too much. I'm still waiting for the red player to make some kind of bold move that might upset the balance of this game. Phil and I both holding 5 cards. I'm matching my 5 cards first, though. I'll put both my caps up to 200 now, before I worry about anything else. Maybe a nice magic number. That looks pretty. Let's see if red takes the bait and rushes either of my caps, or rather this one. I kind of want him to now. Don't have a match on 3. Red's going to match in. Red could do something bold. They only have 1 cap. They could also take out Phil's big stack. Maybe that's a better play. Maybe I shouldn't have been antagonizing them. But we need this game to end, so how is it going to end? I feel like I can think on the fly and take advantage of a destabilizing situation. Phil breaks my conduit. Yep, no worries. No worries about that. Phil in the lead with 894 troops, followed by Gabe's bot at 7. Oh no, followed by myself at 788. Gabe's bot at 715. But the red player is about to catch right up. $185, yeah. Red player catches back up. He's just behind by maybe 100 troops. Okay. Has an unguarded stack. Not sure why. I can be conservative forever. Okay, Phil has 903 troops. Which of us is going to get over 1,000? Now Phil's antagonizing the red player. I like it a lot. He says thanks. Is it time? Is it time? Don't have a match on 4 again. Okay. Red breaks Phil's continent, but he doesn't do anything else. Sure. Alright, so given that, I do this. And give the bot something to worry about. So what the bot is doing is building up these huge stacks next to people's caps that don't do anything. Forming what is essentially an extra layer of defense on the caps. Holding 5 cards. Does Phil move his army into himself? Oof. These armies are so big. No, he's still leaving. Okay. He's still leaving 189 vulnerable. Oh, maybe the bot has changed flavor, because that was a lot of attacks. $195 for Tastiest Bagel. Question on everyone's mind is, just how tasty is that bagel? And he's trying to guard his continent. Phil and I both have 400 sized caps, and the red player has a 381 stack army, not on a cap. I'm at 989, and Phil just matches in. He breaks the 1,000 troop threshold. How are we going to end this game? What about through politics? Let me see if I can talk to this guy. Want to do it? You want to do it? Yes? No? What do you say? Because I'll team with you to take down the champ. Yes? No? Yes? You gonna do it? It's the only way this is going to end, with some amount of politics. Let's see what he does. Is he bluffing the attack? Okay. So I saw Tank do this really cool thing. I guess he swung the Blitz slider all the way down, but it went to committing, Let's say we commit 15. Let's say we commit 10 troops a roll, 11 troops a roll, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just weaken the cap a little bit. And the red player now sees that I mean business. Let's see if he wants to play ball too. Let's do this then. Let's end this game. I knew the alliances were on for a reason. Now Phil rushes back to his cap. Match point is now over 200. Don't think anyone's killing Gabe's bot. Something like 5x the match value. How much does red want to work with me? I think he's slow rolling instead of using the blitz slider. And Philly must be feeling the heat. So the next question becomes, once the board has equalized in terms of troops, do we re-stalemate, or do we keep pressuring Phil until he's dead? No disrespect to you, Phil. You are a solid competitor and friend. But this game had to end some way, so I used diplomacy. I suppose I could have gone the other way and made friends with you, right? Slide it back down to 10 at a time. Because this is better value since he's not on his cap. Phil at 934. I'm now in the lead at 1026. And the red player at 865. Let's see if Phil can successfully negotiate to turn the tables on me. If red keeps pushing into him, but Phil, of course, has a match. So what I would do in this situation, if I was Phil, is I'd either put my match in and really push back at red, or I'd pull this army back into its cap, right? Because it's doing you no good hanging out in the middle of the field, not defended. I did that push on Phil's cap earlier because I wanted to take an act of good faith. I also kind of wanted to trick the red player a little bit into keep rolling on a cap, whereas I'm going to keep rolling on this unguarded army for as long as Phil remains unguarded. And he really shouldn't do that for much longer. And of course, Gabe's bot is taking over more and more of the board. Gabe's bot is now in the lead. Oh, I sure hope we don't lose to a bot. I bet you Bagel will figure out the blitz slider at some point. But he is still rolling at a cap, so... And Phil's got the 5, so he's going back over with Thou. $120 in, or rather an hour and 20 minutes in. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Not ready to give up quite yet, though. And Phil retakes a lot of what he's lost. Something has to change, or else this situation just persists. Let's see if I can negotiate with Phil again. Because I feel like maybe he knows how to use the blitz slider. Let's do this. Let's end this game. Okay. This is what happens. You try to betray someone, doesn't work. You turn coat and join the other team. I hope Red pumps some of that match into Phil before we turn on him. 230. I will say about 250. Let's do half of it. Let's see if Phil wants to work with me for the other half. It's the only way this game's going to end. That's his take. Always going in. I see. Looks good. The red player is now going to lose for sure. And Phil gets it. Retakes his continent. Keeps an army in the middle. Alright. Red player's 500 on a cap. Phil and I have to work together to kill him. But at this point, who gets the cap and who gets the cards matters a ton too. And Gabe's bot is a real factor because it has the lead in terms of troops. Also, once this game becomes a 1v1, I'm 1v1ing with Phil, who's a top 10 player, so have to figure out how to come out on top of that one. Red player feeling betrayed. Does he take my cap? He does. Game over. I'm gonna wish him a good game now. He punches Phil too. Cool. Just punch it out. If I'm next, I get the caps. He's helping us. I'm gonna say thanks and good game. Cool finish. So I get one card, but I get 2 caps. Slide it all the way back up to 100. Gotta make sure I save myself enough time to clear red. Which, thanks to my fancy schmancy gaming mouse, should be able to do. I also have to end on his cap. So I can fortify back to mine. Okay, 162. Get the card. I'm going to split from that one. So I have twice as many caps as Phil does, but our cards are about equal. Oh god, this takes way too fucking long. That fucked up. Okay. I lose that cap because I couldn't negotiate the split, the reinforcement properly. That's too bad. Phil should run in and take that cap. Yeah, and he totally does. But I have a match, so we're still fighting. Okay. Fuck. Where's that fucking wheel? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. It's hard to figure out. I get better with this mouse. He's gonna keep rolling. Maybe Phil can win. Maybe I lost this game. Nice. Can he beat me? He's thinking about it. He's saving troops on that cap. Yeah. Cool. 464, 122. Match point is... Yeah, I don't think that was so good, dude. I don't think that was so good. Okay. Forgot about Gabe's gigantic army. That was an oops. Let's put something like that. Seems good. A little bit of action there. And let's take that fucking cap. Now what you got, Big Philly? Feeling good about my positioning. I'm a little bit behind him in troops, but I have twice the caps. He's going to have to do something bold, I think, to beat me. I wish him good luck. It's been a good game. Starting to wind down now after an hour and a half, though. It's going to hit it. Fair enough. He hits it. $131, 108. Do I try to take it back? I don't think so. I think I take his board. not going to overextend when I don't have a match in the kitty. Leaving him with exactly 3 territories where his caps are located. Phil has 625 and 4 cards. I have 637. We're very evenly matched. Do we stalemate out again at 2 players? Does Gabe's spot match in and do something interesting? No, it doesn't. The board is shrinking, though. It just has these massive positions. I have half a mind to take that, but he has the match coming up before me. So all I do is just take the board, and that board is shrinking. No match on 4 either. So Phil will have a lead for 2 turns. Is he able to successfully pay that off? Because I'm going to force him, if he's going to attack me in any meaningful way, I'm going to force him to do it through a cap. Since he's going for the board, I'm guessing that the answer is no. Gabe's bot is choking us now. We're losing space. We're going to lose to this bot eventually if we keep fighting amongst ourselves. I'm not going to take that Brazil because I want Phil to have to punch through there if he wants to get me. But somebody has to fight this bot. It's a good battle. I don't know how it's going to end. I think Phil still beats me. I couldn't really tell you how, though. Tell you what's the move. Oh, that was not good. I'll equalize. So I have 4 weaker caps. He's got 2 strong caps. I think Phil wins. Also, probably is a match on 4. Yep. I think he's gonna fucking get me now. It's coming right at me too. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull out some shenanigans. I think I have to push it. I don't have to push it. I kind of want to push it. Nah, I gotta wait. That's dumb. He wants to break my North Am. He gives me a path out at least. No match on 4 again. This bot is enormous. Phil's gonna stick this here. No, he opens me? Alright. Well, if you open me, I kinda wanna go for it. Stumped. Again, 4 weak caps for me. 2 strong caps for Phil. No match on 3. Huxley Cheese, flying the flag of Antarctica. Hanging out in Antarctica. It's pretty cool how they let you see your VIP. Little tick there. Okay, I'm waiting until he matches in to retake the cap, probably. This bot's a real problem. Oh, the cards have not been gracious to me this evening. I lose this one now? No, I lose that one. Maybe I lose both. Ooh, I think he might have me. Yes! Good work. Good work. Can't reinforce all of them, though. He's letting the one in Antarctica go. So what I need to do is I need to create a bridge here and hook around there. I don't have many troops to do it. What am I putting in? 7? 8, 9, 10, 11. No, the bot controls that cap. Well, that's a big army to punch through. Well, at least I get a almost free... Fuck! I fucked up my pathing. I'm gonna let Phil beat me, though. I'm not just gonna give up. I had to go around. It's got it now. Coming in this way. Woo! That's the game. Good game, Philly! I love it. What a blast. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed. A little caps content for you. This might be the reason why I don't do a ton of cap stuff, because it takes an hour and 45 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like my work, if you find it valuable, please consider subscribing so I can help more people. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.